Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Queen Sugar. So today I have a pick a pile that focuses on what cycles do you need to break that you've been avoiding or you've just been struggling with. And we'll also get a little bit of advice from Spirit on how to break those cycles and why it is time to break those cycles. Sometimes there's some cycles we're not aware of, and so hopefully this reading helps you with that. All right, so take a moment to clear your mind, clear your energy, and take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And allow your spirit guides to guide you to the door that best represents the messages that they have for you at this time. Once you have selected your door, feel free to click your timestamp below to watch your portion of the video. I appreciate the love and the support. Feel free to leave a comment below and thumbs up this video and check out other videos on my channel. I wish you all the best, and I love you all. Alrighty, so this will be for those that selected the green door. So let's see, what cycles do you need to break and get a little advice on how to do so. So we're going to start off with a few oracle cards and then get into the tarot. I'll put the advice cards to the side. So we have number 7, the snake. Number 23, the mice. Number 37, the ankh. We have the high priestess, the knight of pentacles, and justice. All right. So I am getting one of the cycles that you need to break deals with negative self-talk. So not thinking you are good enough or even just downplaying your success and your accomplishments. You can achieve something like amazing, but you don't see it as that. Instead, you see it as mediocre. I also get that there's this need to release a person that has a negative mindset with the mice card here. They are speaking negativity over your life with their words and their beliefs. It is like this person feeds off negativity and your anxiety. And that's why they kind of have this dark, low vibrational energy, right? So maybe you think of an idea like, oh, I really want to start my own business, and they're like, why would you do that? Most businesses fail. You don't have the time to do that. You don't have the money to do that. That they keep giving you negative ideas instead of like encouraging you, versus like, constructive advice and feedback, right? So I get that that's something you have to break as well. Also, there's this need to break the cycle of not caring for yourself, not taking care of yourself in all ways, especially mentally. Mental health may not be considered a problem within your community or how you were raised, but you are learning that mental health is important, and it is time for you to debunk that myth and take care of yourself, right? So really focusing on how you feel mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, right? I also get, with this justice card being here, this is all about truth, karma, balance, accountability, and perspective, and I feel like if you look at this card, she looks different on the other side, right? And her eyes are open on the other side. I don't know if you can really see, but her eyes are open here, but here they're not as open, they're closed, basically. And I feel like this deals with you learning from your past experiences, opening your eyes up. Do you want the same situation again and again? If the answer is no, then it's time for you to start shifting your mindset and releasing that negative self-talk and opening your eyes and taking the lessons that you have experienced and grow from them. And that's what I get as well. Your past does not have to define like who you are, and it can shape you, but it doesn't have to be you in your entirety, right? And so I feel like that's something that you have to break through and learn how to, embrace. I feel like another important thing for you to break through as well is just like being willing to take that leap of faith, being willing to take that step and not being afraid of the success that's going to come, no matter how slow it may take. Just being patient with yourself. Okay, so now let's get into the advice cards that we have. So we have winter, take care of your needs. So that kind of goes into how I was talking about taking care of yourself, like your mental health and everything. And then we have, look at that, snake shed old skin. So you have the snake twice. And I feel like this is about letting go of that negativity, letting go of that negative person, and also that negative thinking and your mindset as well. So shedding that old skin, releasing it. I'm hearing the divine whisper, keep yourself sane. Don't let pain disturb your peace. Take it slow and take it easy. That's what I just like channeled from the divine. What else can I think of? I also am hearing them say you must be committed to your personal growth, right? You have to break the cycle of inconsistency and not being 100%, focused on your personal growth and your healing. You have to give yourself all the energy that you give others and give everything else, right? And I think the last thing that I can say too for your advice is just like using this winter time to like hibernate and retreat. Know that you have the opportunity to move beyond your fears and your doubts. So I really get this vibe that this winter will be very therapeutic for many of you. So get ready to be uncomfortable because it is time for that. And I get that, taking some time out for yourself, maybe limiting the amount of time that you're on social media or like reading the news, watching the news, like things like that, because it can be negative. It can be draining. And I get that if you spend some time with yourself, you kind of distance yourself from social media and a lot of, media outlets that just have like a lot of different energies coming on, then you'll be better overall mentally because you won't be as drained. You won't have so much on your plate at one time. Okay. So that is what I have for those that selected this pile. I hope this resonated with you. I wish you well along your journey of breaking these cycles. I know you can do it. Just be patient with yourself and don't be afraid to get uncomfortable. Don't be afraid to dig a little deeper. You got this. You can do it. Okay. Be blessed and be well. Alrighty, so this will be for those that selected the blue door. So let's get into seeing what cycles do you need to break and then get into the advice that Spirit has for you in order to break those cycles. So I am going to put your advice cards to the side. And then we'll get into your oracle cards and tarot cards. All right, so we have number 6, clouds. Number 10, the scythe. Number 13, the child. The devil. Judgment. And then death and rebirth. I like this card a lot in this deck. All right. So in terms of breaking your cycles, I definitely get that there's this need to break the cycle of negative thinking, anxiety, fear, depression. I feel like this group, sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot with your negative thinking or your expectations of the worst. There is this feeling when you get a spark of light, you feel excited about it, but then you just find a way to bring darkness to it, right? You kind of go like down this rabbit hole of all of these like negative thoughts. Like, okay, what if they feel this way? What if they think this way? What if like you keep doing that what if type of thing? And you just think of like all worst case scenarios, right? I also get that you just find a way to make things feel like they're not going to go your way. And I am here to tell you that things are meant to be yours. You need to start believing that. You need to start seeing the light and accepting the new beginnings and blessings that are meant to come into your life. I also get that there is a need of releasing and healing inner child wounds and trauma that needs to be addressed. Breaking the cycle of harboring that pain that you've been carrying with yourself needs to be done sooner than later. I get that generations and generations have carried this pain and hardship for a long time. It's very heavy here. However, you are the one with the power and the resources to finally break that cycle and break free from it and be free and help your next generations be free of that as well too. I get also, there's this huge calling of ending a cycle with a karmic person. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, a romantic partner, it could be a job. You know what you need to get rid of. So get rid of it. I feel like you've been entangled in this for a while. Like you've been entangled into like this web with it or with this person for a while. And sometimes you feel trapped mentally and physically. I get that your guides are asking you to not be tempted by it anymore and to finally break yourself free from it. You guys are asking you to stop, repeating this cycle over and over again because they know you want better and they know you can do better. So it's time for you to let it go. When you are honest with yourself and see a spade for a spade, then you're able to release it and allow a new beginning to occur. Okay? So now, let's see what advice cards we have. So we have Lord, take charge with authority. And then Knight, be brave and be honest. Okay. I'm also getting two with the child in the death and rebirth card here. The universe wants you to have a fresh start, but you can't have one if you're still entertaining your karmic or your past. And so that could be something that you have to take charge of, that you have to be brave about. You have to be honest with yourself about. You could be in denial about it sometimes and not seeing it for what it really is, but it's time for you to open your eyes and accept it. I get also, it's time for you to be honest with yourself and be brave, even if it's not the easiest option. So stand for what you know to be right and true and for the greater good of yourself. The energy of self-respect and like respect in general is just really important right now. You are being encouraged to release anything or anyone that doesn't respect you or your divine purpose and your presence. Look at yourself as this beautiful rose in the background. You are a beautiful rose. You are something that is very sacred, that is special. And I feel like your guides want you to break free from these energies that don't see you that way. Or actually, they do see you as something special, which is why they are attracted to you, but they're draining you. They're putting you in this place of low vibrational energy, and it is time to be free of that so you can vibrate at a frequency where you're able to attract better opportunities, better people, better relationships, better circumstances for yourself. But you can't do that, like I said before, if you're going to continue to entertain your past and entertain these energies that don't deserve you. So it's definitely important for you to figure out a way to release these things. If it's a job, start looking at other jobs. Start looking for better jobs, or just like find a job that, they can get you through, that is a healthy environment and able to be your stepping stone. If it's a person, let go of that person. Sometimes you just have to let them go. You have to cut them off, and that's it. And let's say if it's a person you really can't cut off, like it could be your child's father or your child's mother, figure out a way where you two can co-parent where they're not draining your energy, like where you're not giving your energy to them. So if let's say they like drama, figure out a way where you can just we do this with our child, we set these rules and regulations, and then that's it. Like we don't have to, do anything extra in between that. So figuring that out is essential here too. And also just checking on yourself mentally and emotionally. If you feel a certain way, talk to someone about it. Go to therapy or find a close friend that you can talk to. Pray about it to your ancestors, to your guides, write about it, listen to motivational music and, audio books and stuff like that. Find different ways to get yourself in a better mindset. Okay. So I hope that this was helpful for those that selected this pile. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you the best on your journey to break these cycles. I know you can do it. Stay strong. You got it. You got your ancestors. You got your spirit guides. You got the divine. You got God. You got everyone here. So get ready. Okay. Be blessed and be well and be brave. This will be for those that selected the yellow door. So let's see, what cycles do you need to break, and then also get a little advice on how to do so. All right. So we're going to start off with your oracle and tarot cards, and then we'll get the advice cards at the very end. I'll put those to the side. So we have number 18, the dog. Number 24, the heart. Number 17, the stork. the Queen of Swords, the Magician, and then the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So in terms of cycles, I get one of the cycles that you need to break deals with your eating habits. So eating better foods, eating healthier foods that are good for your cholesterol, good for your heart, but just good for your body overall. I get that you need to eat more fruits and vegetables, eat a cleaner diet. You might come from a family that doesn't naturally do that all the time. They might eat a lot of fatty foods or a lot of starchy foods. I get that it is really important for you to break that cycle and actually eat foods that are healthier for you, and also exercise as well too. Next, I get the breaking of a cycle in situations beyond. There's a need to break the cycle of staying in situations beyond their expiration date. What do I mean by that? If you know this person, you tried everything and it's just not working out, and they keep doing the same thing over and over again, but you still say it's time to stop doing that. I get that the people that pick this pile, you are very loyal people. And you will be there for someone in a heartbeat. You will be there for someone through thick and thin, even when they're not there for you. That is sweet of you, but I need you to know that loyalty doesn't mean you have to sit and tolerate people's BS and their excuses. It's important to be loyal to yourself first, to have that self-love and that self-respect more than anything. Being willing and able to cut things off as needed. If someone or someone is not serving you or contributing to your well-being, then leave, because you don't want to sit in something and be stagnant. You don't want to sit in anything and you're drained of your energy and your time, but that person's building up though, right? So what I am getting, Spirit is literally saying, twist that doorknob, open that door, and walk through it, and don't turn back. Like, it's time to break that cycle. Never stay in anything beyond its expiration date is important here. I'm thinking about, like, the idea of like drinking milk after 2 weeks, the expiration date on milk, and like drinking it 2 weeks later. Guess what it's going to taste like? It's going to taste horrible. It's going to taste like trash. It's going to have a horrendous smell. Do you want your life to smell like spoiled milk and look disgusting? I'm assuming not. So it is important for you to toss out the things that are expired, that are beyond their expiration date, and grab something new. Okay, so that's what I get for that. I'm also getting there is a need to break the cycle of unhealthy relationships as well. Maybe you're used to seeing unhealthy relationships and that is all you know, but that doesn't mean that it has to be everything that you experience. You have to know and believe that healthy relationships exist, first and foremost, and also that you can manifest a partner that uplifts you, that is faithful, that is loyal, that is honest, that is caring, that is loving. But you have to believe this. And remember that we don't settle for breadcrumbs here. We do not. We only accept the full loaf of bread, honey. So if they give you breadcrumbs, they can go. We only want the full loaf. I'm also getting, you can't be afraid to cut something off or someone off. And you have to be willing to do that. If they're not holding their weight, they got to go. You got to get to the point where you're able to say no early on too, is another thing that I'm channeling. Like building this radar within yourself when you're able to detect unbalanced or low vibrational energy, like quick and easy. I get that the last cycle to break is something with money. So not being good with money. You are destined for financial abundance and security, but you have to shift your beliefs when it comes to money. Maybe you grew up in a household where it was kind of like paycheck to paycheck. You could be experiencing that now, but you don't have to keep living that lifestyle. It is important for you to know that abundance is here for you, and it is time to welcome in that abundance and know that you can have it. It is yours, right? The universe wants to gift you so many things, so many things. So now let's get your advice cards. So we have Wise One, grow within your current situation. And then Mirror, Guardian, take time to reflect. That is very true. She's kind of reflecting in this card, this Queen of Swords card. She's like thinking up high, and she's wondering, did I make the right choice? Do I need to cut this off? And if you notice here, there's like this cup and it's like guarded, right? So I feel like you have to protect your heart. You can't always just be willing to just give it to everyone. You got to protect yourself too. So I'm getting that reflect on the times you didn't make the best decisions and use that as your fuel to make better decisions. Grow from them situations, you know. I'm also getting, remembering that the mirror represents your core beliefs and your mindset. Our physical reality is a reflection of our unconscious beliefs. So we have to accept that what we see in our physical reality is a reflection of what we believe within ourselves at some point. So it's time to change that. It's time to break that cycle and actually manifest and create and co-create with the universe the life that you do want, right? I see all of these delta symbols for change. There's so much change that's coming your way. So get ready for it, okay? All right, so I hope this was helpful for those that selected this pile. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you well on your journey of breaking these cycles. You can do it. Stay strong. Have faith. Know that you're protected and that you're guided, and you can get through it, okay? Be well, be blessed, and be brave.